Warning, this video contains epic spoilers and ludicrous theories about My Little Pony Friendship's Magic. If you don't like spoilers or ludicrous theories about My Little Pony Friendship's Magic, turn back now. You've been warned. Once upon a time, Nuclear Catfish was sitting at his computer watching YouTube, and he just so happened to come upon, oh what joy, the MLP Season 5 animatic. Aw yes! I really like spoilers. So he watched it. Then he decided to make a reaction video about it. So here it is. Okay, so I watched the Season 5 animatic and decided to make a video about it. But what to talk about? I could come up with some harebrained theory with which to stimulate the minds of my viewers. Sure, why not? Anywho, after watching the animatic, there was one huge thing that stuck out to me. Something involving the villain, antagonist, whatever for this season. It may shock you. So here it is. The villain for MLP Season 5 is communism. Wait. Before you click on a new video, just hear me out. I have legit evidence of my claims. I'll start with the end part with the ponies and the creepy smiles and identical cutie marks. Specifically, the cutie marks themselves. Well, it's an equal sign. And just that, an equal sign. Nothing special. It could mean all those ponies are just good at math or something. Or maybe something darker is at play. As you all probably know, what the symbol on the side of a pony's rump actually means is widely up for interpretation. For example, the cutie mark of Twilight Sparkle is not very specific. I mean, what in the flipped out flip does it mean? It's a big pointy star thing surrounded by a small pointy star things. So you'd really think she was an astronomer or something. Nope, Princess of Friendship. Good job making sense, writers. See, up for interpretation. So, equal sign. Like I said, it could mean math, or in a broader sense, it could mean equality. But you say, wait a minute, equality isn't communism, it's democracy. If you think you know what this video is about by the title. Yes, I reply, I know, and I'm getting to that. We need to go back to the basic principles of communism. Back to 1917, November, the Red October. They made a movie about it. Except it wasn't about the actual revolution. It was about a submarine. The fall of the Russian provisional... Well, the Red October. At the fall of the Russian provisional government and the rise of the Soviet Union. The main principles of communism is that everything is owned by the government and is distributed to the people by the government. In theory, equally, emphasis on equally, distributing the wealth among the people. Yes, in theory, everyone from the serfs to the lords were to have an equal amount of wealth, bread, and land. But of course this doesn't happen. The people in power use the system to give themselves more money and land than everyone else. You see, even the best laid plans fail, especially in politics. Talking to you, Obamacare! The government became corrupt and the peasants suffered. For example, during Joseph Stalin's 5-year plans during the 1920s and 30s, he collectivized farms and factories, causing thousands to go broke and starve. Many more were executed in prison camps because they were traitors to the government. So in theory, communism was a good idea, but the Soviets failed in execution. Anyway, let's equate this to a magical pony scenario. Let me ask you this. In a nutshell, what is it that makes a pony unequal to another? I'll let you think about it. The answer is their cutie mark. Think about it. What is the only deciding factor of if a pony becomes a princess or a rock farmer? The cutie mark. So make the cutie mark the same for every pony, and you create a form of equality. Magical communism. I'd also like to point out that there was an alicorn that had the same cutie mark as all the others. You'll see it if you watch the video, the animatic spoiler thing. An alicorn. The ruling figures of the MLP world reduced to the same level as those peasants. Sounds like the basis of communism to me. Also, it was mentioned in the April Fool's spoilers by Megan McCarthy that Princess Luna would willingly transform back into Nightmare Moon to combat a greater threat. Perhaps an economic system that jeopardizes the principles of Equestria? That sounds like a worthy threat to me. But wait, there's more. What could cause these ponies to be this way? Were they born like that? Nah, because if they were, alarms would be already have been raised. But who could have done this? We have seen MLP villains tamper with the cutie mark before. Discord, for example, in Return of Harmony, used deception and lies to make the main six the opposites of what the elements and their cutie marks represented. But their cutie marks stayed the same, and they just turned gray for some reason. Plus, Discord would more likely use some big, chaotic plan to retake Equestria. Also, from Twilight's Kingdom, it looked as though Discord is still a trickster, but overall on the main six side. Like Garrick in Star Trek DS9. No, to find the true master behind this thing, we need to ask the question, why would Nightmare Moon be on the side of Princess Celestia? Obvious answer, she wouldn't. Which leads me to believe that Celestia is the mastermind of the communist ponies. Why? To create ultimate harmony. Think about it. Magic communism would create equality among all the ponies of the land and perhaps the world, and would still allow for some dictator to be on top of that. Cue Celestia. I think as the magic doing this gets stronger, the more ponies it converts. It's like the Borg in Star Trek, constantly expanding and assimilating new species into their collective, like the Soviet struggles in the Cold War to convert more nations to communism. So to sum it up, Celestia goes insane and tries to force communism upon the ponies of Equestria. Luna is against this, but is not strong enough to defeat her in her current form, so she turns back into Nightmare Moon. Since the elements are gone, Celestia can't banish her to the moon, so an epic fight commences, and the main six pitch in somehow. You'll fill in the blanks, and let me hear about your thoughts in the comments. This may only be a theory, a game theory, but not really. This isn't game theory, but I know one thing for certain, that I can't wait for MLP Season 5. Thanks for watching.